I'd like to welcome everyone to the App Builder Call. If you're a first-time listener, my name is Paul Schneider, and we conduct live training calls to describe different apps that are out on the market and what they might offer. We've been in the business of building apps for the last 5 years. We have a high-level team of engineers that do the Apple apps and do the Android version of the apps and do the whole back-end systems like you see with Uber and Postmates and Starbucks and Airbnb. So we have that level of sophistication. And a couple of, I'm going to say 8-9 months ago, a business owner came to us and began talking about a particular app that he would like to have built. And it was so different and so exciting that I felt it was just worth describing. I've become part of the consulting team as well as one of the insiders with the company as we actually brought this app to fruition. We were contacted by David Ingram in Texas, and he began to lay out his ideas about what he wanted. In our initial phone conversation, I thought, I've never heard of anything like this. And he said, what if we could build an app that had all the makings of a rebate app, but it's not a rebate app. It's for giving people property tax relief and funding community projects and helping with resources in communities that have, found themselves stretched thin with resources. And I said, I don't know. Well, guess what? After an assessment with our senior engineers, we came to the conclusion we could build it, and it's called TaxBuddy. By the way, the website is taxbuddyapp.com, and what this does is provides people with tax relief. It actually takes a portion of the money you spend at any retailer or food place, food and beverage restaurants, what have you, and provides a portion of that money back into a special savings account for you to use for taxes or to purchase a new home. The first time David brought this idea to me, I said, I don't think it can be done. It just was so far out. Because as I said, after 5 years, we've seen just about everything that goes into the different app stores and how they're constructed and so forth. And I said, no, I don't think that can be done. But our engineers assured me, yeah, we have discovered a way to do it, our senior team, and they've built big apps all over the world. So, all of us have seen the loyalty apps with the big retailer. You just go into Walmart and Target, they have loyalty apps. And the problem with those, if you're using them, is you have to use whatever you've accumulated to spend on more of their products. And there's nothing wrong with that. Those are fantastic stores. You see it in the food and beverage industry, and once again, you have to use your loyalty reward points to purchase more of their product. And you see cash rebate apps out there. And the trouble with those is, even though they're good companies, a lot of people can't jump through all the hoops to get their cash reward or whatever, and at the end of the day, they never cash them in, which means the company keeps all those proceeds. David didn't want any of that. He said, no, this is going to keep a running total, an account the customer can look at all times and see this accumulating to provide tax relief and to provide their community with resources they don't have. We all know how community nonprofits are stretched really thin. Well, guess what? This answers that question. So what I like about what David came up with and his team of advisors and other people involved in the company, they came up with a system where when you open the app, it shows a map in your community of all the participating partners, the tax buddy partners, as I like to call them. And here's a little image here on my screen of it, but you can see all the places you can go. You could search for a particular item, and you can see all the places that are offering that, knowing not only can you find a good deal there, and the store owners actually have their own dashboard to log in and put things up for sale. They can give you a special deal, or it can be at the regular prices, something that you're planning to buy. So better yet, when you go to that store or go to that restaurant and you purchase something, a portion of that purchase is going right back into your savings account there for taxes, and also that community war chest, so to speak, for community initiatives that are nonprofits that need money because they're all stretched thin. We all know that. It's on the news all the time. So you combine all those things, and this makes it totally unique and different than anything else out there. And then on top of that, David and the management team said, hey, there's a lot of people expecting delivery services, so guess what? It's fully integrated with Postmates, the largest delivery company in the world, with more locations across the USA than anything else. So if you're having food delivered, it's all built into the app to automatically take care of that for you. But right here on my screen, you see an image of what's going on in the app. You just click to register. You can register with your Facebook account if you want, and then you're off to the races. There's nothing like this out there. So if you're looking at property tax relief, and as we all know, in some parts of the country in the last 3 years, property taxes have increased as much as 30%. So you combine that with, and a lot of people would like to buy a first home and can't put together the down payment money. So this is contributing to that, as well as helping the community, as well as giving retailers a way to have a digital footprint in their community so people can see what they're offering and find them and do a search. It's got filters built in so you can search for items you want. And guess what? You find them and you see them mapped there and you can drive to them. It's a fantastic tool. So we're really excited about it. I hope you take a look at taxbuddyapp.com because I think you're going to like what you see. Because once again, there's really nothing quite like this.